don't you get out of Illinois?
Oppressed in Illinois. Why don't you leave Illinois? I have a friend that's in Chicago, and they had something happen with the next door neighbor, some crime. They packed all their shit up literally over the weekend and moved to Tennessee. Haven't even sold their house or anything. They just packed the shit, went and got another place, and they're listing their place in Chicago for sale.
Kevin, what's up? So. What's up, man? I used some CBD and CBN last night. Fucking slept incredible. Don, what's going on, man? Anybody know what this is?
Chuck, what's up, man? You're in town next week? Yep, covert rig. I hear a lot of YouTubers that cannot say especially. They say X especially. There's no X in especially. armor carriers, yes. Your armor carrier. You're gonna make the down payment when we're done here. Police get called if you're shooting steel plates with sandbags around it, and police get called. Bro, I have no idea. Where do you live? Guys shoot here on the property all the time, and nobody gives. I mean, you can call the police all you want. But I mean, it depends on the laws in your area, I suppose. Like, what state are you in? We're in Tennessee here. As long as you're shooting someplace safe and out of the city limits, I think that's the deal. And I am out of the city limits. I mean, we have full-blown, like, we have machine gun shoots here. So that would be a little bit different, you know, in California. Fort Myers outside City. Yeah, man, I would talk to your sheriff, buddy. I have no idea. I definitely can't give you advice on it. I'm sure there's going to be, something that says you have to have a 10-foot or 20-foot backdrop, or can't be anybody, within 2 miles in that line of direction. I mean, you're going to have to find out. What's up? Quilt out of my underground music, military, and motorcycle t-shirts. Cool. So a cop already came to your place and gave you a grief about it? Is that what you're saying? You should talk to a lawyer, man. Hamster, what's up, bud? Speedy, what's up? You saying you haven't seen this channel before? We make nylon tactical gear here. I started this company 35 years ago. Got 5,000 videos here on YouTube. You've seen the channel, haven't seen my face. Got it. Well, check out some of the real videos on here. I'm in all of them. And you probably just don't realize it, but we put up about 100 shorts every week, and at least 75 of those have my face in them. The helicopter rescue equipment company I work for thinks they can save money outsourcing our specialty products instead of hiring more stitchers. Interesting. Well, they're probably right. They probably can save money. Whether the quality will be there remains to be seen. This is a Conso 206, but the sewing machine doesn't really matter. You need something equivalent to that. I've got 52 sewing machines. There's about 20 of them in front of me here. Fanny pack using scuba webbing, but my machine won't. Why would you use scuba webbing? A lot of people say scuba webbing and it's not actual scuba webbing. You're using Cordura, right? You're just using the webbing for the belt. Pretty sure I have a video in I have a series called Full Build where I show you how to build my stuff. And I've built the fanny pack and the fupa on that video. I'm pretty sure you can see how to build it, how we do it, how I do it. It's on this YouTube channel. Conso 206, yeah, right here. This is a 206R3, I think. I've probably got 20 Consos. Then I've got Pfaff, Nakajima, High Lead, Singer. Same models, really, though. The hook, the needle bar, feed dogs, needle plate, all that stuff. Bobbins, they're all the same part. And I've got some bigger Jukies also. Like and share things. Why would you use scuba and fanny? Well, my suspicion is a lot of people say scuba webbing all the time, and when you look at it, it's not scuba webbing. Because dumbasses on commercials and shit say scuba webbing, so they just assume that's what it is. Got me into sewing. I had to stop being a Tomb Raider. International arms dealer. Elderberries. Getting close, right on. Anti-Ajax. Keep Kevlar thread on hand. Nope, don't use any Kevlar. Can use it throughout a piece if requested. Nope, we don't use any Kevlar. There's no reason for it. Why? Why Kevlar? That's another thing. People say that and have no idea why they say that. They have no idea why they want Kevlar. Kevlar thread doesn't take color. We use nylon. I've used it for 35 years. It's what everybody in the industry uses. Kevlar thread is yellow. It doesn't do anything that this does. It does nothing. It doesn't do anything that this also doesn't do. G-bombs kill me. I sew. So you can mod 226R6. Oh, are those you talking about the bigger ones? Yeah, these are the small ones here. My bigger Jukies over here have the bigger bobbins that wind on the front. But I mean, if you ever sewed on like a single, like a lightweight straight stitch machine, they have even smaller bobbins. Be right back. Just had it like an hour ago. See what a mess I have here. My guys take everything off the floor when we have a party or an event, and it gets put here, and then we never pull it out. And they're like, I'm like, just leave it, I'll pull it out, and then I never pull out. We'll move it out of there. Man, I literally just had that. I cut it just like an hour ago. I knew that shit's right in front of me. Where are you at? I'll have her come back here and go 2-inch multi-cam black webbing, and she'll walk right to it. It's literally in front of me. I'm just not seeing it. Bizarre. There it is. trip in the local Facebook group. People are very upset about it. As I can understand, I'm in the Bible Belt here. You have a bunch of people being like, just leave others alone. It wasn't the Last Supper. It was just people, it was just models. Well, it was transient. It was trannies. And they're like, you can't affect it by boycotting the Olympics. No, but what can happen is the people that are supporting it, they're also in that same group. When you click their name, you see every post they've made, and they're looking for business, and they're looking for people to do commerce with their service or their company or their goods. And what they're about to probably find out is that they should have just fucking remained silent, because the majority of the people in your town disagree with your bullshit. And I think that's the most of the world too. I think that is the case. So yeah, the Olympics do seem to have turned into quite a mess. Who gives a fuck about the Olympics anyways? Like, every member of Epstein's fucking client list is sitting right there at the Olympics right now. However, all the power's off apparently in Paris, and trains are being burnt down. There's a lot of activity going on in Paris right now. I have to get my wife to walk into the room so I can say here, man, all the time. All the time. This is your dinner rig right here. Meaning, when you go to dinner, you could wear this under a windbreaker, or if you got out at a gas station, or if you were driving, you could have this on, and nobody would even know that you have this on. This will hold 4 rifle mags, 308 or 5.56, and 4 pistol mags. And it has MOLLE webbing, it has PALs to where you can put a radio on the side, or flashbangs, or smokes. Advice for people who can't focus on something more than 3 minutes. Yeah, do something you want to do. Is it you? Is it you that can't focus more than 3 minutes? I have that problem sometimes too. Go work out. Physical fitness. Get your heart rate up. Leave some of your butter on the ground under the stair stepper. Usually it'll clear your mind out a little. Sex is really good. Sex will literally refocus you, and you'll be able to focus on what you need to do typically after work. Chemicals that help. Turn off your computer, open a book. That's good too. Yeah, turn off your phone. We are definitely, our attention span is fucked up. Mine's very fucked up. Very, very fucked up. got in the truck today. We were going to go eat, and I had my phone in my hand. I was going to make a post on the way to dinner. And an hour later, we pulled up at the restaurant, and I hadn't fucking made any post. I'd just been scrolling through social media. Did go to a restaurant several towns over. If you know where I'm at, Paris is the next big town over, and beyond there is a town called Purrier. I think it's Purrier. A little restaurant called Southern Fried and Sweet Tea. So very, very cute little place. We met the owner, and she said that she had to open her own restaurant because she was not politically correct, and she could not stand working around people and all their bullshit. So she started her own company. Neat little place. If you're ever near here, you should check it out. I got a new bike bag in the mail. Only took a month. Pleased with the quality of the build. High-vis zipper seams. Oh, like the piping in it is high-vis? That's cool. Jacob, I'm making, what do I even call, what is this fucking, what am I making? Low profile rig. Low profile rig? Fuck, I don't know what I'm making. I know what I'm making. I don't know what I call it. Covert rig. Covert rig's what I'm making. I'm half retarded tonight. Not sure which half. Love the blue thread. Yeah, I make this for my wife. Which rig would Wolverine use? Did you see that video, man? That's my boy. I had him on a podcast. He was here last weekend doing tattoos at the party. Super, super good dude. Brandon's going to be here this week, too. We're going to do a podcast. Kind of rigs. Well, this is for 4M4 mags. It'll hold 308s. It's all elastic. 4 pistol mags, and then flashbang smokes on the sides or radio for comms. Low profile rig. You could wear this under a windbreaker or a flannel. Nobody'd ever see it. You could be driving and get stopped wearing it, and nobody would ever see it. rig, not what's the official name? Covert rig. We should probably put dinner in there as a search term. Dinner rig, gas station rig. Yeah, we have a pretty good setup going, man. I've been doing this 35 years. Started this company 35 years ago before the internet. Got 5,000 videos here on YouTube on this channel. You can check out the channel. If you watch some of the videos, you'll see real videos about, you'll get a better idea of what we really do. I do a live every night about 9 o'clock, and then I just, walk around the shop, show gear, talk to people about whatever, homesteading, current events, business. I know a little bit about some of that stuff. This one's soft. Do I remember my first sale? Do I remember my first sale? Yeah, I guess I vaguely. I mean, I was showing gear to friends, and friends were buying gear at a gun shop. And my buddy James, there's a kid around there a lot named Rich Poland. He was a EOD guy. And he had a bunch of friends that were SEALs. So early on, like my very first sales were coming from SEAL team guys. And then we were doing like Del Mar Gun Show. So we were selling tons of shit at the gun show. So like the first big rigs we ever made, the LBVs and stuff, I had a sample that I took to the gun show with me. And I took like $5 grand worth of orders off the sample. And didn't really know how to build a lot of this stuff, and kind of figured it out on the fly. Definitely didn't know how to build quantities of it. Yeah, we've had a working relationship with Navy guys for decades. And then, they were up at Camp Pendleton, so we saw a lot of those guys there. They had a range, 116 was very close to Scully's range, and their range was SOTG, range 130, and then mount was 131. But the SEALs had a ship superstructure built up there, so we saw a lot of those guys. And then any law enforcement agency doing anything waterborne operations, they were up there. CQB, any long-range stuff, any anti-drug stuff, applied explosives and breacher. So we saw, guys from all over the world were in town. So they just saw the gear. We just kind of did a dog and pony show. So we were very reactive. They'd get new kit or some new piece of equipment that they needed a pouch for, so we could move on it pretty quick. Plus, we were friends with those dudes. Like when they weren't deployed or operating, like we hung out. They were at my shop all the time. Okay, there's that half. Now I need to mirror this. many times I've gone to build these and build them both the same side. Is this a custom order? No, this is from Amanda. This is my wife. She didn't even know I was building it when I sat down. She knows now. We're just getting, like, she has kit and gear and everything. We're just getting her kitted out so all her shit matches. So when we shoot video, it's always the same. Plus, when we set up mannequins and stuff, if it's hers, I won't ever, sell it. Whereas mine, I'll be like, sure, we'll just build another one here. Plus, we're about to build a bunch of these. So I'm just making sure I got the build sequence in case anybody has any questions about them on production. So this was a kill two birds with one stone. We're gonna go out in public too and shoot a bunch of video of these rigs out in public around a lot of people and stuff, and just kind of show that people don't even look twice when you have them on. That'll be 3 years ago. I guess I'm trying to learn more about cars and stuff. My late uncle bought a 2000 G GMC Sierra brand new. When he passed away, it went to my dad, and when my dad passed away, it went to me. How old are you, Jacob? Super green, man. Yeah. Got it. For people that are not aware, we do a event here called Self-Reliance Festival, and the next one will be in October 5th. It usually runs for several days. Tickets at selfreliancefestival.com. You guys should check it out. We opened the homestead, small farm, regenerative agriculture, and the factory, the sew shop, and the building and everything. But you guys should all check it out. Come meet everybody. It's 3 days, 2-3 days of just high pace, lots of knowledge. We're doing a homestead boot camp this time, so on Friday we're gonna get like 15-20 little mini classes. So you guys should check that out. Buy your tickets and come Friday. That's really the only time we hang out either. Also, like, everybody's always like, I want to come hang out, I want to follow you around, I want to see what you do. You can't keep up, number one, and the only time we ever do that is at one of these events. What happened here? Most ladies have a closet full of shoes and purses. Amanda probably has a closet full of warfish. She has closets full of shoes and purses. Okay, how did I do that? USA made gear and how much you go online. Thanks, man. Where are you located at? Sir Pettis, any chance you know of anyone who makes Molly bicycle gear? Man, it's out there. Look up bike packing. Get on Instagram and look up bike packing and bike travel and adventure bicycle on Instagram, and you'll find guys that do custom gear. It's out there. There's quite a few guys. Inside Line Equipment, there's another dude that does some really cool bicycle stuff too. I can't, Camel Chops. Check out Camel Chops. He's got some cool shit. There's a lot of guys making like Molly panels and shit for electric bikes too. You could probably CrossFit some of that stuff. Oh, it's out there, man. Yeah. Utah, USA made gear. Are you the one asking about the bike stuff? Make camel wallets? Yeah, I make camel wallets. I make 3 or 4 different kinds of wallets. SOE, tacticalgear.com. We just did some super nice leather ballet trays that I made Friday and Friday. Self-Reliance. Hey, thanks for the, yep, early bird, $50, guys. If you go to my website, there is a link there to get tickets. It'll take you to Self-Reliance Festival. And damn. Holy shit, it's 12:30. Oh, cracking a joke? Yeah, I don't. No worries. Amanda has building full of shit. She doesn't need a closet. Like, we have buildings, buildings full of this shit. Bike packer just geared. Right on. Is that a good way? I don't know. I'm 52 though. It's fucking, my shit works for me. I usually go to bed on a, normally I'm going to be in bed by midnight. I'm going to be in bed usually 10:30, 11. Go to sleep by midnight. Get up. The goal is to be up by 4:30. And sometimes I don't do that. We slept in today. I don't know what time we'll get up tomorrow or what we're doing. Is it good? Well, I don't have a clue. Probably not. I wouldn't tell you to do that. I also, you know, use a lot of different products that you don't use. I'm probably willing to do a lot of things in my life that you're not willing to do. And I, you know, people perform at different levels. My children operate similar to me. Forgot that one. Why stuff goes out of stock? Well, stuff's always out of stock. What you don't realize is we build 10,000 pieces of equipment every couple of months, and we know that because we put a label on every piece of equipment we send out, every piece of equipment we build, and we buy the labels 10,000 at a time, and we run out of them in 2 months to 3 months. So while you have the perception that things are out of stock, and they absolutely are, things are also, we make a ton of shit. Like, if you want to get our stuff, make sure that you're on our text and email app, because we send a text out every night. One went out tonight, and our stuff generally sells out every day. We send a text out every day, and that has kind of the bigger, nicer, like higher end stuff. And then in the midst of all of that is also tons of just normal shit that never goes on to the text or email. But guys that want our stuff, You kind of have to know how to get it. It's like buying Strider knives. Strider makes a ton of knives, but most people are like, man, I don't know how to buy a Strider knife. Well, we only make so many. We sell everything that we make, and you just kind of have to, you know, it has to be important enough to you, I guess. We live in a very small town. We live in the most impoverished county of all of Tennessee. I hire everybody that I can, and we're always limited by manpower. We've tried using job shops and cut and sew shops and stuff, and you know, over 35 years, and we've never found one that was close enough to what we made that I was willing to outsource and make products. So it's always been this way. And while it's frustrating to some, it's been good for my family and my employees. 5 hours, ate 2 poached eggs on toast, raised 6 kids. Yeah, man. Everybody always wants to second guess or have some input on what somebody else is doing. Usually, not always, but it's usually because somebody else is not doing or they're performing at a higher level or achieving a greater achievement or success, and they can't fathom. You know, they usually want to make excuses for why they're not where the other person is when they have that conversation. Well, I heard you need 8 hours of sleep. Well, then, I mean, by all means, get 8 hours of sleep. I run high levels of testosterone. I run a lot of peptides. I use some other performance-enhancing things. Will it catch up with me, you know, when I'm 70, 80, 90? Maybe. But the science, the real science, the longevity studies and such seem to say otherwise. MNN, NAD, glutathione. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. You just, you know, Louis Vuitton was highlighted in the Olympic opening ceremony. Is their material hard to get? I have a lot of Louis Vuitton stuff. I buy the bags and cut them apart. We've walked into Louis Vuitton stores and bought bags and cut them apart to make other gear out of. So this rig runs on the sides here. So with a windbreaker on, you just, you know, button it or snap it or whatever. You could run this black, you really wouldn't see it. If anybody saw it, they'd think of back brace. So you can run this considerably shorter. Just like that. Now, with this, the way it is, I think it's 9 inches. This will allow you to put any of our little micros and placards, anybody else's really, with Velcro on the back. So you could scale this for 3 mags, 3 in utility, or 6 rifle mags, and then still have 4 more on the sides. Now, with a bigger rig like that, you would switch these out, the slim, just webbing straps, and you would put actual padded straps, padded shoulder straps on here. But there it is. Adderall. I took Adderall for a week. 10 years ago, 15 years ago maybe, and I didn't get any positive effect from Adderall. It gave me sores in my mouth, and I didn't accomplish anything more. Yeah, Adderall, it actually says methamphetamine salt. You can look up aniracetam. You can look up modafinil. There's a lot of things out there. Look up neurotropics. Jose, what's up, man? Trout fishing video in North Carolina, and now I'm an expert by default. Kind of dig that. You should totally dig this rig. We're gonna make some next week. We've got I think we got a dozen or so open orders. So I just got this out. I wanted one for Amanda, so I built it up. Now kind of figured out timing, how long it should take to build it, and we'll cut a bunch of them and build them. And now I have the answers when they have the questions this week. Church security would work great for church security. Yeah, it certainly would. Covert rig, SOE tactical.com. I don't know if you can. We're on all of the open orders. There will at that point. Make sure you're on our do different things. If you want to buy equipment from us, it would behoove you to be on both of them. I was told in my 30s my metabolism was slow. Then I heard when you turn 40, you can't eat like that. Well, just raise your metabolism, man. Like just going and doing cardio for 10 minutes will do amazing things for you. It'll ignite you, right? And if you don't have an hour for solid state cardio or 30 minutes, just work in 10 minutes here and there. That's why I keep a treadmill here. I've got a treadmill, I've got a stair stepper. I have a full cardio suite upstairs. It was just more convenient to put it down here and not have to walk upstairs. I've got cardio equipment all across up here. It's where I used to do cardio every morning for like 10 years. I make a video every morning doing cardio. And now I just do it right here, and then jump into the weights. Just get 10 minutes here and there, a couple times a day. Like nobody has an excuse not to. Everybody can fucking do it. Fitness is free. They put you in a cage, dudes in prison still remain fit. You can too. You have no excuse why you're not fit. Broke up on the site info, SOEtacticalgear.com. Make sure you're on the text and email. Guys, I'm about to jump out of here. I gotta pee. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, working out's better than prescription medicine. Fuck yeah. And stay the fuck away from statins, guys. You will go see a doctor and they'll give you antibiotics for your runny nose. And you'll go to the pharmacy to pick your shit up and they prescribe statins also without even having a conversation. I am telling you, if you have a loved one or somebody is telling you have high cholesterol, stay the fuck away from statins, guys. Ox blood. This is the same leather that's on the restoration hardware couches that's on my couches upstairs. Yeah, working out it frees your mind, man. It really does. It ignites your metabolism. It gives you clarity of mind. I just got another box from Redcon 1. If you guys want anything from them, if you use code SOE, I think it's SOE Gear. SOE Gear at Redcon 1. Try both of them, SOE or SOE Gear. It'll give you 25% off your order. See you guys later. And Jacob Brown, good to meet you too, man.